Hello and welcome to Gracefilled Finances. Everyone is new here because this is my very first video. I do have an Instagram page and it's called Grace.filled Finances, and in that page I did just go ahead and share my new logo for this channel, and I asked did anyone have any suggestions as far as to what my first video could be. And Shadavia, and I'll link her channel below, suggested to me that I should talk about my debt confession. And I thought, well, wow, I didn't say it to her. But I was like, well, I don't know. I don't have a form like that. I don't know what that looks like. And so I woke up early and I decided to create some things for me that I could use. And so I'm so excited to share this with you because I worked really hard, and this is also available on Etsy. So the first thing that I did was my debt confession with the flowers because I do love floral and pink, if you can't tell. But then I did one that has circles for those who may like the floral but maybe not as much. So I thought that you could go ahead and do a check mark or an X mark as you pay the things off, and that's just a little fun thing that you could do. So these are the two debt confessions. They're exactly the same, just one has flowers and one has the circles. And then I thought, well, let me just go ahead and make it like a little set. So this is the debt payment tracker, and so it just has the creditor, the account number, interest rate, starting balance, due date, and the months to pay and the balance. And the last sheet, it's 4 sheets, is a debt snowball worksheet, and so again it's the name, total amount owed, and the minimum snowball payment, and this is 6 months. And so since this is a PDF, you can go ahead and just print 2 of these and you'll have enough for the entire year. As well as if you need more space for the debt confessions, you can definitely print more of these, and if you need more debt payment trackers, you can also print some of these. So this PDF is available on my Etsy shop. It's $3 for the set. And I am going to have one that I'll be giving away at the end of the video. You know, caring is sharing and giving, and so I want to start off the channel that way because I know it's the freebies and the gifts that has really brought me to where I am in life. I also do have a Gracefilled Finance planner, and that is on my Etsy shop, but I didn't have a debt confessions in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick all of this to the side because actually for this video, the only thing I think that I'm going to be working on is this debt confession here. So let's go ahead and get into the video and I can tell you a little bit more about me. So my intention for this channel is to document my journey or my pilgrimage to becoming debt-free. My hope is to share 1 video a week, and you can expect to see sinking funds, challenges, and how I manage my funds from what I create. So when I say what I created these. I put them on Etsy. This is my candle, Gracefilled Gardens. I made the candle. This is my planner here. It's nothing fancy, but I made this and I made all the inserts. And so those things are available on my Etsy, as well as a few other things. So I will link that in the description box in case you're interested in seeing more about that. But last year I did not have even $1 that I was able to put aside to savings, or that I was able to put aside for challenges, and that bothered me. I did not like that at all. And so I decided that this year, even if it was only $1, that I would be able to do that. And so a while back, I used to have a store when we lived in a different state, and I sold candles and all these things. And when we moved here, I kept saying I was going to start back, and I never did. And so when I started thinking about the ability to put money towards challenges, to put money towards debts, I knew that I needed to really get that back going and do some PDFs to help me out so that I could pay off my debts. So let's talk about what my debts are and then talk about my unique situation. Okay, so my first creditor that I have is PayPal, and my balance on my PayPal account is $600, and the minimum payment is $40 a month. And that is going to be my first priority because it is my smallest. I'm aiming for a 0 budget, And let me tell you about my PayPal. So out of my PayPal comes my Cricut, which is $9.99, TubeBuddy, which is $25.99, Epidemic Sounds, and my Prime. So those things all come out of my PayPal, as far as any other just necessities that I need around the house. So when I decided to start back with candles and soap and bath bombs and melts and all the things, I needed to purchase supplies. So I wanted to get a business card. Also, I got a cutter, you know, just for the planner PDFs. And so I thought I could make my own journals and things like that. And so I got an Amazon card. And so that card from Amazon is $2,100 or $2,100. Now, I know that the interest rate is not the best. It's not the greatest idea, but when you start up, you do have to kind of start somewhere. And they did have, if your purchase was over X amount, that you would get no interest for 1 year. So I'm really hoping that I can pay this off this year so I receive no interest. Now, I am just going to set this payment to the $40 as well, because actually I have not received my statement in the mail yet. So it is about to come. And when it comes, I can adjust this as need be, but I think it was pretty low. So I'm just going to say that it's also the $40 as well. Then the next thing that I have as by way of creditor is my student loans. And for my student loans, I owe about $15,000, and my payments for that is $200 a month. Now, right now, we're waiting to see about the loan forgiveness and how that will work, because I do qualify for that. And so if I do, then I don't even have to worry about this at all. And honestly, this is all of the debts that I'm going to write here right now, and let's talk about why. That's not all the debts I have, but let's talk, and this is where you can get to know me and understand what's happening here just a little bit more. Before I do that though, I do have one more creditor, and this is a doctor bill. So it's not a credit card or a loan, but it's a doctor bill, and the balance on that is $1,000. Recently I had some troubles with my legs, and so I went to the doctor and I had to do a lot of different things and testing and stuff for it, and so this was my portion of it. The reason why I kind of hesitated to put this on here is because I am working with the lady to see if I qualify for any type of help or funding or like anything like that that would help me with that. And if not, we're just going to work out a payment plan. And what I suggested to her was $50, and what she asked me to pay was the $88. So we're going to see if it's the $50, if it's the $88, or if this will even be an issue as well. So these two really are up in the air, and these two are really firm and set. And so that is the debt confession part of it right there. Okay, so I have a really unique situation, and I understand that not everyone can relate, so I thought that I would just share all that with you up front so you can decide if this is a journey that you still want to support and be here for, or if not. And if not, that's okay too. I appreciate you just stopping by. But I am a married lady, and I do have 5 children. My husband's income pays for pretty much all of the bills. However, there is none left over, and so any side income, any funds that I bring in, that is what I use to take care of the things that I take care of. And so in the past, it's been at the farmer's market, whether it was selling eggs, whether it was selling vegetables, flowers, you know, candles, any of the little things, mugs, any of the things that I created, I would take desserts and sell at the farmer's market. And with that money, I had some things that I needed to take care of. So I'll tell you the 3 things that I need to take care of, and then we'll get more into it when we get into my my bill binder. But the one thing that I take care of is the tithes. So I take care of the tithes with the money that I bring in. That's the first thing. The second thing that I do is I take care of the animals. We have cats, we have a goat, and we also have hens or chickens, and so that's the second thing that I pay for. And then the third thing that I pay for is my credit card. Now if there's anything left over after that, then that money will go towards household, or if the kids need anything, or if the homeschool needs anything, or anything along those lines. That's what happens with the money that's left over and the extras, or better known as sinking funds. And so I actually don't have any sinking funds set up right now. So in the next video, we're going to go ahead and set up my binder so we can see exactly what my sinking funds are and how I want to allocate funds there. Okay. As far as income is concerned, I did share with you that before I made money at the farmer's market, and so I am currently this year not at the farmer's market. However, I am now being paid from YouTube. For the past 7 years, I've been on my main channel, and I was not paid for the first 6 years, but from the past maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I have been receiving income from them. It did start off small, and now I receive, this last check was my highest check, and it was $148. And also now that I'm on Etsy selling the candles and the PDFs and some binder items, that is also a source of income. So now you know what my sources of income is. Now you know what my debts are. Now you know what I am responsible for paying. I can let you know that this channel will be all about the challenges. I have a ton of those. I love that. It'll be all about sinking funds and stuffing the sinking funds. And so I am super excited to share more with you. Now, I do want to point out something that makes me kind of a little bit different than some financial YouTubers or YouTubers that talk about their finances. A lot of them say that, you know, they spend money, that they are not wise with their money, they're not good stewards with it, they just buy. My situation is very different from that. I am very wise with my funds. I just don't have a lot of funds, and there's a lot of things that I'm doing and that I'm working on. I want to get another goat. I'm setting up beautiful gardens here. I have a small flower farm that I'm starting, and I have an area that I'm working on that has benches and that has bistros and just seating areas with rocks and just all types of perennials and annuals all around, with paths, stone pathways that has flowers all around. So truly like a really beautiful cottage style garden. And so those things take money, right? And so you can see that I'm working with a smaller income. So when I'm getting soil and seeds and things like that for the garden, when I'm getting things for the animals, you know, it does take money, and I am wise with what I have. I just don't quite have a lot of it. So I cook from scratch. I DIY pretty much everything that I can. I am big on thrifting, so we get pretty much what we need from the thrift store, with the exception of like underclothes, shoes, things like that. So thrifting has just become a lifestyle, and it's just a very helpful way to stay on budget and to get the things that you need and want at a price that is obtainable. Now, typically when taxes come, that is a time that we then pay on debts, and not only debts, but we also go ahead and stock up on things like some non-perishable foods and like rice and pasta. It's a time that we typically stock on paper towels, tissue, deodorants and lotions and toothpaste, and just the necessities that you need for the year. So then once the year goes on, we don't really have to allocate a specific personal folder or binder, cash envelope, or a we don't have to allocate like necessarily a big household or personal envelope or sinking fund for that, because we've already kind of done that ahead of time. So this is just a little bit into my life more at a glance. I hope this answers any questions that you have. I hope that you are excited about my journey and that you will continue to support me along the way. The next video that I will be talking about, again, is setting up my sinking funds. If not setting up my sinking funds, it will be the challenges that I will be doing, because this channel will be big on challenges. I just absolutely love them, and I already have some amazing ones created. But before I end this video, I want to go ahead and do a giveaway for some of the PDFs that I have on my site, and it'll be this set specifically. So today is the 21st. I'm gonna do it for 1 full week, and so I will be back to announce a winner on the 28th. And all you have to do to be entered for this, it's a small giveaway, I know, but I understand that honestly, even $3 might be a lot for some people, because that's the reason I made this. And some of the things that I made is because I didn't have the funds to buy it. And so I just want to let you know that if that's where you are, it's okay. I'm here with you. Like, I'm supporting you, I'm cheering you on, and I want you to know something, and that is you can do a lot with a little. So all you have to do to be entered for this giveaway is simply tell me what your favorite flower is, and go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed. So there will be one winner. I will announce the winner on the 28th, and to be entered, all you have to do is just tell me what your favorite flower is, or you can just leave me some pink flowers in the comments. That would be so beautiful. I really like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time for my next video.